brothers and sisters. This is your brother, Apis Prima of the Inquisition. I have at last found refuge, for a time at least. It seems the Promethean engineers are as talented as their clerical brethren under pressure. They have taken great pains to fortify this place, and I now benefit from their work, which has sealed the phantoms behind me, I hope. I stand now in the material processing plant that the Legate claims had become the fortress for the Prometheans within the sector. But the place is abandoned in its totality. I have found many traces, but any who had taken shelter here have since fled for another den in which to hide away. To where, I cannot be certain. It is, however, by enlightened estimation that I would surmise the bulk of the Promethean engineering personnel occupied this site since the start of our work. Numerous strained coffee cups and the lack of liquid in the hydration basin suggest either a long stay or a large group here to consume such resources within a shorter time frame. It is my hope that something amongst these remnants might guide me to the path that they have fled for. I find it unlikely that they would have risked traveling the crossroads. They have already seen the damage the Triari can inflict, and Prometheans, while foolish, are not idiots. They would have to seek some alternative means of egress. But what? As far as our documentation has made me aware, there is no other means of passage from this sector to the places beyond that we have not already seized. Yet, the absence of these Prometheans is clear proof of something I have yet to grasp. They have clearly taken pains to conceal their movements. Maps and charts have been rendered to ash in a nearby trash can, yet salvageable pieces remain, and they still harbor warmth. I cannot have missed these Prometheans by long. The documents are extensively damaged, but there's coherency amongst the smudging and soot. Someone has pulled extensive documentation on one of the facility's blasphemous machines, referred to by the Prometheans as the Synchrotron. It is clearly of advanced construction, typical of what we have come to expect of the Prometheans and their labors. I must confess, my understanding of the forbidden practices of alchemy and particle acceleration are far from the most in-depth of the Inquisition. My estimates are mere speculation and should be carried weight in accordance with their nature. However, some particulars of this device do not escape my gaze. I see a recombination chamber of impressive size, perhaps 10 to 20 meters in height. It is of conical construction, reinforced with ferric alloys and venerable concrete to withstand the expected energy fluctuations produced within the chamber. It takes input from a triumvirate of pumps, relays. The blueprints are unclear as to what exactly powers this device, yet I see markings and shapes familiar to me. I would suspect a mixture of high-efficiency laser-based power transfer, perhaps combined with the waters of the mines, in some kind of fluidic manipulation field, electromagnetic perhaps, or maybe a proxy hadronic entanglement matrix? If so, then this thing is truly a marvel of applied theoretical disciplines. I must give my credits to the Promethean engineers who managed to build such a thing. Some technologies are truly arcane, and I must admit I am interested to see a functioning model with my own eyes. Even if we must render such an abomination back to dust soon enough. I still stand uncertain what purpose this synchrotron serves, but it is most likely the Prometheans' objective. I shall make my way there with haste. Perhaps I might be able to halt the Prometheans before they bring this contraption to bear against us. I must go. If I am to catch the Prometheans, I can afford to waste no further time recording and speculating. Guard yourselves well, my brethren. I shall return. Then, perhaps, we shall see just what the Prometheans might be planning.